News 2026 Jeep Recon Technology. ShortsCars. This story about sharing. 2026 Jeep Recon Technology. Advanced technology is the driving force of the all-electric 2026 Jeep Recon. With easy-to-use touchscreens and over 170 standard and available safety and security features, taking its comfort and capability to thrilling new places. Limited quantities available. Disclosure. One-touch utility at 14.5 inches. Jeep Recon has the largest touchscreen area ever in a Jeep brand vehicle. Disclosure. Offering you easy access to infotainment features. View real-time vehicle information on your 12.3-inch digital cluster display. Charge your smartphone via 4 USB ports, a 115 kilowatt outlet or the wireless charging pad. Or just rest your hands on the heated steering wheel in chilly weather. Premium audio quality with 11 speakers and a subwoofer. The Alpine Premium Audio System in the 2026 Jeep Recon offers powerful, immersive sound. Over 170 standard and available safety and security features. The intuitive safety and security systems within the 2026 Jeep Recon prioritize the protection of your family, friends and vehicle. Active driving assist. Disclosure. This hands-on wheel eyes-on-road automation system uses sensors and cameras to center your vehicle within its lane and accelerates or applies the brakes as conditions dictate. Rough road cruise control. Engage rough road cruise control. Disclosure. And the 2026 Jeep Recon maintains a set speed, but automatically decelerates if rough conditions are encountered. Traffic sign recognition. Traffic sign recognition. The 2026 Jeep Recon uses sensors to recognize upcoming traffic signs, and can alert you if you need to slow down, yield or stop. Active lane management. This feature reads the road as you drive and provides subtle steering wheel input to get you back to the center of your lane if an unintentional drift is detected. Forward collision warning with active braking. Forward collision warning with active braking uses radar sensors in the front bumper to detect vehicles and cyclists in your path, offering audible alerts, applying the brakes and even completely stopping the vehicle if necessary. Blind spot monitoring. Blind spot monitoring with high-speed overtake warning alerts you through the digital cluster display if a vehicle is in your blind spot, with notifying you if a vehicle is speedily approaching alongside you. Drowsy driver detection. We want to help you get home safely to your loved ones, using an algorithm that detects fatigue and microsleep. Drowsy driver detection monitors steering wheel behavior and can offer notifications to keep you awake and focused. Intersection collision assist. This feature detects activity at four-way intersections and can alert you and even apply the brakes as needed. Fully autonomous parking. Sensors and contour detection let our fully autonomous parking system. Disclosure. Guide your vehicle into any space that will take it. Park Sense front and rear park assist. Park Sense front and rear park assist with active rear park warning. Disclosure uses the vehicle's camera and sensor array to detect potential front or rear collisions during manual parking, and can even bring the vehicle to a full stop. What's regenerative braking in electric vehicles and hybrids? A step-by-step explanation of how some electric vehicles recharge without being plugged into a charger. If you're interested in buying or leasing an electric vehicle, EV, or hybrid, chances are you're going to hear about regenerative braking. And if you've never owned an EV before, there's also a chance that the term might sound like some sort of mad science experiment. But regenerative braking, sometimes shortened to just regen braking, is a simple, intuitive process in electrified vehicles that allows them to recharge their batteries as they're driven by harnessing the energy from stopping. It's a key piece of EV technology and helps extend an EV's driving range. How does that work, you ask? Let us explain it to you. So, what exactly is regenerative braking? A regenerative braking system takes the stopping power from your brakes and turns it into electric energy. This results in regenerative braking efficiency by harnessing the natural power of stopping rather than letting it get wasted as heat. Think of it like wind turbines, or a treadmill that turns on when you run on it. Or a mouse running on a wheel that powers your blender. You have one of those, right? How regenerative braking works in EVs and hybrids scientifically. Regenerative braking is a simple three-step process. Your brakes create kinetic energy when you stop. Kinetic energy is energy created by motion. A footstep, a punch, or your brakes being applied to your brake pads, all of these create kinetic energy. Your vehicle converts that energy into electricity. This technology in your EV or hybrid turns the kinetic energy from braking into electric power. It's similar to how your gas-powered vehicle's alternator helps recharge the battery. That electricity helps power your vehicle. What happens to the energy from regenerative braking depends on the type of electrified vehicle you have. But the electricity is eventually used to move you forward. Regenerative braking versus traditional braking. But hold up. That's not all. A Recon braking system is even better for your vehicle. Traditional braking causes friction between the brake and the brake pad to stop the vehicle. And that energy dissipates into the atmosphere as heat. But by turning that energy into electricity, regenerative braking only uses a fraction of that friction in any given stop. How different EVs use regenerative braking. Not all electrified vehicles have the same kind of powertrain technology, so not all of them use regenerative braking the same way. Here's how each type of vehicle uses Recon braking. Battery electric vehicles. Battery electric vehicles, BEVs or just EVs, store the electricity from regenerative braking in their batteries. You can then use the electricity whenever you want to. Think of it like a squirrel storing nuts for the winter, only the nuts are lightning. Some of these kinds of vehicles include the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S, the all-new, all-electric Jeep Recon, hybrid vehicle braking. Hybrid vehicles, sometimes called hybrid electric vehicles, have a small battery that stores a tiny bit of electricity, but not enough for all-electric driving. Instead, the electricity is used to boost the gas-powered engine. That generally means greater range and better efficiency. Basically, the electricity is like an energy drink being sipped on top of your gas tank. An example of this kind of hybrid is the 2026 Jeep Cherokee, a turbo hybrid which houses a lithium-ion battery pack with a voltage of 400 volts and a total energy of 1.03 kilowatt-hours. Benefits of regenerative braking. So now you know what regenerative braking is, and which vehicles use it in what way. Let's get into how it benefits you. It's more efficient with your energy. It's not like you cannot use your brakes when driving. And since regenerative braking harnesses electricity constantly, you're steadily extending your driving range and EV efficiency. That means fewer stops at the pump or charging station, which means more time spent getting to your next destination, whether that's a campsite, a job site, a hot new restaurant, or home for the holidays. It reduces wear and tear on your brakes. Stopping wears down your braking components bit by bit. But by harnessing the kinetic energy from stopping, regenerative braking helps reduce the amount of wear and tear on your brakes. It creates fewer emissions. Creating more electricity means using less gas, which in turn means fewer emissions. By extending your EV range, regenerative braking is better for your local air quality. Time to start stopping by turning the kinetic energy of stopping your vehicle into electricity that can help move it forward. Your regenerative braking system is a useful tool as electrification becomes more commonplace. It offers better energy efficiency, less wear and tear, and fewer emissions overall. Now it's time for you to hit the brakes and keep moving forward.